Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this special webinar organized by Tally Globe in association with the Tally Solutions. My name is Abhinav Rajiv, Support Manager of Tally Globe, and I'm delighted to be your host today as we discuss the exciting release of TallyPrime Release 5.0. Before we start the presentation, let me introduce our company, Tally Globe. Tally Globe began its journey in 2013 in Liberia, West Africa, and since then, we have expanded our presence to Rwanda and India, serving as the master partners for Tally. Over the years, we have made significant efforts to sell and support Tally in both West Africa and East Africa, helping numerous businesses to streamline their operations and achieve greater efficiency. Today, we are honored to have Mr. Prasad Selvam from Tally Solution, who is the country manager for Rwanda and Liberia, and Mr. Sheikh Salman, product expert from Tally Solutions. Mr. Sheikh Salman will be sharing insight on how this new release will further enhance business processes. Thank you all for joining us, and we look forward to an engaging and informative session. Now I hand over my mic to Mr. Prasad Selvam. Over to you, Mr. Prasad.
Thank you, Abhinav. Thank you.
Okay.
So once again, good morning, everyone. Welcome you all for the product enablement session of TallyPrime 5.0. So myself, Prasad Selvam, I'm the country manager for Liberia and Rwanda. Along with me, I have my colleague, Mr. Sheikh Salman, who is expertise in Tally product. Welcome, Salman. I also take this opportunity to welcome our partner, Mr. Rupesh and team from Tally Globe. Before starting the session, we have a couple of instructions. I request everyone to post your questions in the chat. We will answer all your questions at the end of the session. And we will be recording the session and we'll be sharing the recording to your partner. You can, they'll be forwarding the recording of this session post this meeting. And yeah, so that's the update. And as you all know, TP 5.0, TallyPrime 5.0 launched on 12th September. And our agenda for today is to take you through on TP 5.0 highlights. Followed by that, there will be a product demo and Q&A session. So that's the agenda for today. Before going to the highlights of TallyPrime 5.0, we will just give a small recap of TallyPrime journey. So TallyPrime journey so far, so we'll just give a small recap. Customers who are not into TallyPrime, it will be a help for them to understand what is there in TallyPrime in the past journey till 4.0 release, and then we will touch base on the 5.0 highlights. Yeah. So quickly on the recap, over the past years, we have come up with many delightful features from navigation, reporting, configurations, import, and so on. So now the major feature is go to. So you can easily navigate to anywhere in the screen by a single click from anywhere in the product. So this helped our customers to navigate quickly between the screens. So this is one of the major enhancement which we have done in the TallyPrime releases. The next one is report filters. This is one of the powerful report filter. Simply user can filter for the data without looking for a condition. If the fields what users are trying to search and if it is matching, then it will show you the desired results. So this is one of the other major enhancement which we have introduced in the previous releases. The next one is save view. We have given a flexible and customizable view where users can customize the report with their own configurations and save it. With this, it will help us to save and view the reports as per their business requirements. You can also create multiple view of the same report. It's not that one report, you can create multiple view of the same report by having different configurations. You can have different configurations in each of these reports, which will have multiple views. Additionally, you can save a view for a specific period or even save the master reference that is used to open the report. You can also set your preferred view as a default view. It saves your time from configuring the report every time, and you can use the saved views like you use any other reports. If other users of the company also need to view the report or update the views with any specific report details, you can manage all this in TallyPrime releases. Not only save views, other users can access from any system, but you can also set up necessary security controls to allow or disallow updating the views. So when you give this access, you can allow or disallow some of the features, what they can do and what they should not do. You can do this in security controls. So moving to the next feature, which is Excel import. It is one of the major enhancements which were introduced in TallyPrime 4.0. You can import the data from Excel to masters as well as vouchers in Tally, irrespective of any format. Any format data in Excel can be easily imported to Tally without any hassles. So that's the key feature of this. You will not have any challenge or any struggle in loading your data. You can use any format, whatever you have, or you can just use the format what Tally provides to you. You can use your own template or pre-defined templates. So that's the major enhancement which you have done in the previous release. And the next one is TallyPrime with WhatsApp. I mean, we all used to share documents in the past to our customers, to our business people by just exporting and share it offline manually to the customers, which was a little cumbersome. So having TallyPrime with WhatsApp, users can directly send vouchers, dashboards, documents, and reports to everyone into their business network like customers, accountants. They can share directly. So there is no need of download and sending it manually. So everything can be done TallyPrime with WhatsApp feature. You can also have a general communication chat with them through this feature. So that's the major enhancement which we have introduced in the previous release. And lastly, the powerful dashboard. With this dashboard, you can maintain important data or summary or reports in a single screen. From here, users, accountants, or owners can have their own customized styles or standard dashboard view according to the rules and business requirement. So this dashboard will help you to see all the important data or numbers into one single dashboard. You can create as you wish, and you can give controls to your users like accountants or any other employees in the company. You can give different controls where they can just view the dashboard. So this is one of the major feature which were introduced in the previous release. So this was a quick recap of TallyPrime journey so far. Now let's look into TallyPrime 5.2 highlights. I request Mr. Salman to take it forward from here. Thank you.
Okay, hi everyone. Thank you, Prasad, for the introduction and taking us through the journey of TallyPrime. So now let us begin with TallyPrime 5.0 and we'll see what is the agenda for the new release today. So the agenda is we'll be seeing the highlights of release 5.0, which is available in the market today. And we'll go through the product as well. We'll see how the features works in product and what are the configurations to be done and how it works, everything. And lastly, we'll be having a session for Q&A as well. So you can raise your questions and we'll try to answer them the best. Okay. So with this, we'll begin with the release highlights. So our first highlight of release 5.0 is bill sorting. So you can sort the pending bills based on the due dates and etc. in the product now. So before the same option or the configuration for sorting the bills was not available, but now you have an option to sort the bills. Now coming to page optimization, it's a most required feature in Tally, like who all have the challenges for printing the invoices in a number of pages, like if they have an invoice with more number of items. So for them, it's a very useful thing, and it will avoid your paper wastage as well as you won't compromise any invoice details while printing. And last but not the least is Stripe View. So it actually improves the readability of the user whenever he is reading a report. It gives alternate shading to every row, to each row, so that the user can read the screen or read the information which is available on the screen in a better way. So we'll just see this feature in more detail. So let's begin with bill sorting first. So as I told you that you can now sort your pending bills in such a way like as you require. Like whenever we see bill sorting, whenever we say pending bills, so the thing is you can see the screen which is getting displayed here, where we have this against reference, and we have number of bills listed over here. So in this bills, you can see there are some bills pending, and it is showing the balances as well. So now here we have given an option to sort these fields in the product, so that you can sort based on your requirement, and based on the sorting, the bills will be listed, and you can select the bills accordingly. So before moving to the product, let's see a use case where we can correlate with our business. In this use case, we have Entech Trading as a company who is experiencing a challenge in clearing the overdue bills first, and they are getting a situation of conflicts and confusion due to this. So now release 5.0 will help John, who is an accountant, to sort bills by due date, prioritizing the oldest outstanding bill first. Also, this features applies to disbursements, and John has multiple outstanding dues by settling the oldest bill first with their suppliers. And Abhishek, as a owner now, is very happy as the relations with the clients and the suppliers both are very good. Okay, so now let's see the same in the product. So let me just share my product screen to you. I hope my tally is visible. Yeah. So now let's see what challenge actually we have currently. So now let me just go to one of a payment or a receipt voucher. So let's say receipt. So here I'll select a bank, and let me just select one of my customer. And once I select against reference, so now you can see a small change over here in the same screen, where you have a new column introduced, that is due date. So this column was not available before. You were having the columns like name, bill date, balance, and final balance, but the due date column is newly introduced, and you can see the due date here as well. And you don't need to again go to your outstanding to check the due dates. So this is the option we have added here additionally. Not only this, but when you refer to this screen, when you refer to this pending bills, so you can see the bills are being sorted by name. So what name we have provided to a bill, based on that name, the bills have been sorted, right? So you can see 1, 2, and then 3, then 5. So accordingly it has been sorted, and also you can see the due date, which is displaying over here. For the first bill, I am getting the due date as 20th Feb 2022, but the second bill which I am supposed to get first, that is 2nd Feb 2022, is displaying under that, right? So this was the actual challenge, like users were facing it, and they were used to go to each and every line to check which is my due bill first, and they need to select that bill. So this was the actual challenge users were facing. And also you can see at the last I have one more bill which is again getting due on 20th of Feb. So this is actually a time consumption work. If someone is making a entry for payment or receipt, so if they have a list of bills pending, as I have only 6 to 7 bills, but if they have 50, 60 bills pending, and they need to go through overall all the bills, and they need to see the due date, or they need to see the outstanding, it is very time consuming activity. So to minimize this, we have given the due date. Now not only this, now let's see the real magic what happens Like as I said, you can sort the bills based on the fields which is available here. So let's do one thing. We'll sort the bills based on the due date, how we saw it in the use case. Okay. From here, we have to just press F1 help. Then we need to go to settings and under display. So you have an option here that is sorting method for pending bills in vouchers. So this is the option what we have introduced newly. And now you can see the option which is set to it is default. So default is nothing but it will be sorted based on your bill name. So let me just enter on it and we have a list of sorting methods available now. So you can see we have balance, increasing and decreasing, bill date, due date, final balance, reference name. All the fields which are available under the table, you have the option to sort those bills based on that fields now. So let us take the example of due date and let's select due date increasing so that we'll get the bill based on the due dates. Now just I have selected, I'm just accepting the screen and now you see the real magic. Yeah, so this is the screen and now you can see the change here. The due date which is getting due first, the bill which is getting listed first, right? Whatever the bills I have first are getting due first. So you can see the arrangements now. Irrespective of your name, the due date has been sorted in such a way that whichever bills are getting due first are listing first, right? It is a very what I say, it is option. The option gives you a flexibility here to even see the due dates as well in the same screen. You don't need to even go to your outstanding report to refer, but still the bills have been sorted based on the due date and whatever over the user who is doing the entry, who is passing the entry, he can be error free now because whatever the bill he get first is due first by default. He don't need to even worry whether any bills I have missed it below, right? So this is the configuration what we have done for due date. In the same way you have even for others like balances, final balances, bill date names as well. So based on your business requirement, this can be sorted, but the recommended sorting is available. The recommended sorting is for due date because every business who is maintaining the outstanding, so they will be focusing on due date itself for making their payments as well as the receipts. So any questions here? You can just post your questions in chat or Q&A. So we'll take it up in later. I request everyone to mute themselves because I can see there are some disturbance in the session between. Yeah. Okay. Just post your questions in the chat box. So we'll take the questions later. Now we can see some of the benefits of bill sorting. Okay, these are some of the benefits of bill sorting. As we already knew, what are the benefits we get if we sort the bills. That is, automatic sorting will give you a quicker bill processing and also it prevent late payments. So now everything is automatic. Even the billing can be quicker and even the late payment charges, any penalties, even that can be prevented here. And the relationship between your customer and you and your supplier will be very strengthened now because you are making them the payment based on the bill priority. And it also provides clear visibility of due dates. As I said, in the same screen you can even have a check on your due dates as well. So you can also have a view of your due dates in the same screen and you don't need to go to your report back to check the due dates. And also it reduces the errors in bill prioritization and making the first bill selected during the payment, right? So these are some of the benefits of bill sorting. So it may varies on your business and it may varies to your day-to-day activity also. So these are some of the benefits and let's move on to our next feature. And if you have any questions on bill sorting, you can just post it now only so that we can take it up in the end. Okay. Okay, coming to our next update or next release highlight, that is page optimization. So as I said, with this option or with this feature, you can avoid maximum paper wastage, and you don't need to even compromise the details which were getting printed on your invoice. As you can see the screen, so you can see a display where it is displaying a voucher which is getting printed, and it's showing a preview. So where you can just have a light glance, like you can see the invoice how it looked like. So let's see the even the practical scenario as well. So before that, I just want to take you through a use case again. So where Entech Trading again, who is a business, and A to Z Infotech is one of the biggest customer of Entech Trading, and they recently placed a large order of 50 computer peripherals. And John, who is an accountant, is punching the order, and he generated a long 5-page invoice. And if obviously if there are 50 different computer peripherals, that is 50 stock items, automatically the pages will go high, and he generated a long 5-page invoice for that one invoice. Again, with TallyPrime 5.0, John makes a smart choice, and he uses the page optimization option to use the page optimally, and it resulted in reducing the page and the consumption also while printing. Now Abhishek is extremely happy, as as the John has made the sustainable move in saving the cost. So let's see this in the product, how it works. So coming back to the product, I'll just switch to my another company where I have the data of, yes. So now you can see a invoice where I have more than 40 plus items, and if a user who is printing this invoice may actually assume like how many pages it may get printed, right? In how many number of pages it may get printed. So let's see, if I print it now, how many pages it will take. So let's see a preview. So this is a preview, and you can see the number of pages which is taking to print this one of 5. That is, it is taking 5 pages to print a single invoice, where I have a total number of 49 items and a couple of ledgers including that, right? So it is taking over 5 pages of my paper, and it is printing a single invoice. So this was the challenge, and also you can see the appearance here, where the footer part what I have is showing as blank, and it is showing continued, where the footer part is getting wasted due to the allocation which was happened before. So the footer part was actually allocated to these fields which are getting printed on the last page, but the same was happening even in your previous pages as well. So now we have an option, we have an feature to reduce the paper wastage. So let's see how we can make a change over here. So let's see the magic now. I'll just go to configure. You have an option of optimize printing to save paper. You just need to enable this. That's it. I'm just accepting this screen. No need to do any paper configurations, nothing. Just you need to enable the option of optimize printing. And now let's see the difference here. Yeah. So this is the difference what we got now. You can see the 5-page invoice have been reduced to 3 pages now. So the same invoice, the same details, whatever the number of items I have, everything is same, but you can see the pages consumption have gone down because of the option of optimized printing, right? And also you can see even we can optimize it more. If you see the invoice now, it is more compact than before. It was giving a space below before, and it was showing as continued, whereas now it is giving a list of items till the bottom, till the footer, and then it is getting continued to the next page. And not only this, now can we optimize the invoice which is getting printed now? Can we optimize it more? Yes, we can do it. As one more thing you can observe here, we have 3 pages of invoice which is getting printed, and in every page you can see a common information over here. So in the first page you can see the company details, the order details, dispatch details, then the items, Again, if we go to second page, we have the same information again on the header, and again the stock items are getting followed. So why can't we make these details in a single page or the first page and give the space to the remaining items which are getting printed? So can we do that, right? So we can do that. So let me show you another option which is under optimized printing, which can save your paper more. So after enabling this optimized printing to save paper, there is one more option, choose details to show second page onwards. So we have to enable this. Let me just enable this, and here you have option to configure like what all you want to print from your second page onwards, not first page. First page will be printed as usual, but the second page has the configurations, that is not only second page onwards how many pages will get followed. So this has the configuration. Now you have a choice, you have a flexibility that you, if you want to print something on second page, you can just enable here or you can simply disable it. So let me disable all these options so that I don't require it on my second page or the following pages. I just need the information only on first page, and let me give some space to my stock items which was getting printed on third page. So I have disabled it. So now let's see the difference. Yeah. So now you see the 3 pages invoices have gone down to 2 pages now. The same information what I am printing is the same thing, and you can see the change in the second page now. So the header part what we got before, that is the details of order, dispatch, everything got erased from here, and it is allowing the remaining stock items to take space over there. And the top you can see you have a minimal information which is very required, that is the company name, buyer name, invoice details and the date. This is sufficient as per me, and as per the business, even if you think this is sufficient, right? Because the same information is already getting printed on the first page, then why we require the same information again on the second page, right? So now you can see we have saved total of 3 pages here for printing one invoice which was getting printed on 5 pages. So one invoice, if we are saving 3 pages, so let's take an example of 10 invoices where we are saving total of 30 pages. So automatically it reduces your printing cost, as well as we are saving the environment as well, right? So any questions on this, any doubts, any suggestions, please post your questions in chat box. I'll take it up in the end. Okay, let's move further. We'll see some of the benefits of page optimization. As we already know that the page optimization option is automatically reducing or minimizing the number of pages which are getting printed, and the details whatever we have on the invoice is not getting compromised. Automatically it lowers your printing cost as well. The paper cost, the ink cost, the power cost, everything is getting reduced over here. And the presentation, how you see the invoice, like whenever you see an invoice now, it looks more compact and more professional than before. It was giving some space, due to that there was some mispresentation, and again I have to go to the next page. So now you can see the compactness, the professional way of printing the invoices has been enhanced. And as I said, it supports the eco-friendly practices, as we are saving the paper, we are saving the environment as well. So these are some of the benefits of page optimization. So let's move further to our last highlight, that is Stripe View. So Stripe View is one of the feature which, as I told, it improves the readability of the user. Whoever is reading the information on a single screen, like you can see the screen now, where we have took a screen where we have number of invoices over here, and you can see some shades over here. So right, these are the changes, and we'll correlate these changes even in your business practice as well, and we'll see a use case as well, so that you can relate with your day-to-day activity. So let's see a use case before going to the product. So again, we are going to the same business, Tech Trading, where Abhishek, who is the owner, is referring to a sales quotation. and he misread the price of a refrigerator with a microwave oven, which led to confusion, and it leads to him to seek clarity again, going to his accountant John. So John realized that Abhishek has picked the price from a row below, and he quickly enables the stripe view option to facilitate him to easier view of reports and invoices and vouchers with shading the alternate rows. It results in better readability for everyone, not only the owner. And Abhishek smiles and thanks John for making his life easier. Right? So let's see the practical scenario now. So let's switch on to the product. Okay. So let me take the same example of the invoice where I have 40 plus items in the invoice. And now if I see some information, like if I want to see what is the quantity of headset boat. So this is my item. I want to see the quantity. Either I have to take my cursor like this, like I have to scale it like this. Okay, I have to assume and I have to take like this. Or sometimes I may be wrong, like how Abhishek made a mistake. Sometimes I might be wrong, right? By scaling it. Or else I have to keep my cursor on this and I have to click so that I'll get the highlight over here with the same for that row, and then I can read the information without any mistake. Even if I don't see the left portion, I can see that 50 numbers is the quantity and 25 is the rate, and the total amount is 1250. I can see very clearly. But if my cursor is not on the particular stock item or somewhere, I have to take a help of my mouse or something which I need to scale it, right? So why not we make it more better, and why not we make the readability better? So let's see the stripe view option given newly now. So that is available in F1 help, settings, display, and under display you have an option of enable stripe view for reports, and even it is available for vouchers as well. So let's accept this. Let me reopen the voucher now. Now see the magic. You have the shadings in each and every alternate row now. It is not like it is shading every row. It is shading just the alternative row to make the readability better. So now you can easily find out what is the item, and you can easily follow the line which you are in, and you don't need the help of mouse anyhow now, and even you don't need to keep your cursor anymore now. So if you want to see what is the quantity of TVS keyboard, you can simply say 20 numbers, because the lines you can see, it is improving your readability, the accessibility what the user has, and you can clearly read the information without scaling it, right? It is not only available in vouchers, as I told, it is also available in the reports as well. So if I go to stock summary, yeah, you can clearly see the shades here. Oh, it is shading each and every alternate row so that the user can read the information very clearly without making any mistake, right? And not only we are stopping here, the stripe view even facilitates the user to print the stripe, that is the lines, the shading lines, even in the printout as well. So if you print the invoice, you have an option here in configure, that is enable stripe view, so that you can simply enable it, and now you can see the printout as well in the stripe view lines. Even you are making your life easier and also your customer's life easier, as whenever he will be referring this invoice, he will not make any mistake during his data entry as well, right? So it is not only for printing, also it applies for your email, WhatsApp, and also export. Whenever you export this invoice in the PDF, you will get this, and also even for your mail and the WhatsApp as well. And also, if someone wants to disable this stripe view for this particular time or this moment, so they also have an option in F12, so that they can simply disable the option from here for this particular moment, so that stripe view will be disabled from here. But anyhow, by default we have activated in F1, so it will be default activated over there. For this moment you can disable the stripe view in the screen. Even it applies even for your reports as well. So if you don't need this stripe view for this report, you can simply press F12 and you can disable it, right? And if someone wants to just see the Stripe view in all the reports, not on just they don't want this Stripe view in stock summary, they can disable it and they can save the view. They will be getting the view as normal, how they get it now. Okay. So any questions on this? You can just raise your questions on Stripe view. We'll take it up later. Let's move further and we'll see some of the benefits of Stripe view. As it facilitates easier viewing of reports, invoices and vouchers by coloring the alternate row, right? And it helps in spotting the discrepancies, as if you see a large data in a single screen, if something is missing, like if some quantity is missing or rate is missing, or if there is any negative quantity, you can clearly spot the discrepancies there only. You can spot the negative item there only, and you can just see, you can clearly say that yeah, this is the item which is having the negative. You don't even need your mouse help. And also it improves the users accessibility, and it benefits them as a visual aid for analyzing the data. Whoever analyze the data, or whoever works as an audit, so if they are doing any auditing work, if they are analyzing some data, or if they are analyzing some stock or inventory, so it will benefit them as a visual aid. And also it streamlines the document review process, as it is making the life easier to scan. Like you can scan through the screen if you have a multiple number of items or multiple line items in the same screen. Okay, so these are some of the benefits of Stripe view. And now just allow me to quickly take you through a recap what we discussed. So the first thing is bill sorting. You can sort the pending bill based on the due dates and etc. The page optimization reduces the paper wastage without compromising any invoice details. And the last but not the least, that is Stripe view. It increases the readability. It gives you the better readability by shading the alternate rows. Okay, any questions and suggestions, you can just post it in the chat, or you can ask so that we can take up your questions. And before going to your questions, I just want to uh, recommend, or I just want to convey one thing, that customers who are using older releases, that is 4.1 TallyPrime or below, if you have a valid TSS, you can upgrade to TallyPrime 5.0 without any cost. And the customers whose TSS is expired, they can contact our partner, that is TallyGlobe, for the TSS renewal, and they will help you in renewing the TSS as well as the migration. Okay, if you have any questions, you can just post your questions here. We'll take it up. Okay, there is a question from Munish. Do we have a separate tab for pending bill? Yeah, actually, for pending bill, it's a tab. Actually, whenever you make a payment or a receipt, you will be getting a separate tab itself, right? You will not get a separate screen, but in the same screen you will get a sub screen where you can see the pending bills. If not, if you want to refer a report, you can go to your outstanding and you can refer the outstanding report as well. And there is a question from Nitin. What about users having Tally ERP9? Yes, the users who are in Tally ERP9, we recommend them to upgrade to TallyPrime to enjoy the benefits what we have in TallyPrime, as we saw the number of features which are newly introduced in TallyPrime, and also the features of release 5.0 as well. So you can just contact a partner, TallyGlobe. You can, if the TSS is inactive, please renew the TSS and upgrade to TallyPrime. Can we attach supporting documents in TallyPrime? No, currently we don't have such feature to attach the documents inside the TallyPrime, but whenever you want to send the documents, that you can do, but attaching the document inside the vouchers or inside the masters is not possible. So there may be some add-ons or customizations available. You can contact your Tally partner. So any more questions? If you have any questions regarding release 5.0 or the journey, what Prasad has explained, any questions on that, you can please raise it here so that we can take it up. Okay, we don't see any more questions. Prasad, you want to add anything here?
Yeah. So reach out to us if you have any questions, or you can reach out to Mr. Rupesh and team from Tally Globe for any questions regarding the upgrade or migration. Please reach out to them. Yeah, and we will also share this recording to the partners, so they will be sharing this recording to you all, and we will be also sharing a link for regarding the feedback of the session. We request everyone to share the feedback, which will help us to take further more webinar sessions in the future. So that's all from our end. Anything from your side, Abhinav, which you want to add?
Okay. Thank you all for joining us today for this insightful
Abhinav,
section
are you there?
on the. Yes, can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, we can
Yeah.
hear you.
Yeah. Thank you all for joining us today for this insightful section on the release of TallyPrime Release 5.0. We hope we found the presentation informative and valuable. We would like to extend our sincere gratitude to Tally Solution team for collaborating with us and sharing their expertise. If you have any further questions or need more information about TallyPrime Release 5.0 or how Tally Globe can support your business, please feel free to reach out to us. We look forward to continuing this partnership and supporting your journey to success. Thank you once again and have a great day.
Thank you
Thank
very
you
much.
all. Have a great day. Bye.
Yeah.
Thank you all. Have a great day. Bye.
Thank you.